is a presentation of TFNN. Live at TFNN, the Money Masters. And now, your Money Masters, Tom O'Brien and Steve Rhodes.
Welcome, folks. This is Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. We do hope each and every one of you had a great weekend, safe weekend, and we're heading into option expiration week, folks, so you can expect some nice volatility out here once again. You know,
bias to the upside, right?
Bias to the upside. Well, you know, it's going to get interesting. Option expiration is a bias to the upside, but we've come up 4 days already.
Yes.
We got, right now, folks, you get the Dow up 121, Nasdaq's up 25, S&Ps are up 14, and how we run the next couple days are really going to say that, okay, you know, where are we going to be on option expiration? So it's good. The bottom line is that you got a trader's paradise out here. I do expect, you know, bottom line is that we're at 1194. And, you know, 1149, 1300 is a number that can get up to. It just depends on how it's going to get up to that level.
Yeah, and I keep looking for the Dow to get over that 11,434. That was that big down, the big downdraft day on August 8th.
That ain't bad.
So,
it's only 34 more points.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
So, you know, I'm really looking for it. You know, what I would love to see is I'd love to see it close over that. You know, and it would just we just need to, you know, it's one of those hurdles out there.
Yes.
That I just think we've got to, you know, the markets have got to get past that.
Right.
If they're going to move higher with any kind of.
Well, what's interesting is that, so what you had, folks, so picture this, on a weekly basis, last week, of course, you came down with conviction beyond belief.
Absolutely.
Now, we came down into the May 2010.
Yes.
Bars,
yes,
right?
Yeah.
It didn't break those bars, by the way. It didn't break the flash crash, but it came into them. The NDX 100, however, actually came back with lighter volume.
Yes.
Only by a small amount, but it did. And that's a big heads up, folks. It's a huge heads up because you want to keep your eye on where the NDX goes in correlation to the rest of the indices, because
it's a leader.
It's a leader, and I expect you'll probably see the contraction in the NDX 100 will give us a huge heads up as to when the next leg comes in down on the market.
Yes,
so,
absolutely.
You know, I was out howling all weekend long.
Especially Saturday.
Especially Saturday.
I don't know. Were you able to howl Saturday night?
I was. Listen to this. I was not only howling Saturday night, right? There was we had an island party, you know, with all our neighbors, right? So what happens, folks, is that we're all out on this island. It's close to our house anyway, so it's not a big deal. But I started on them at about 4:30 in the afternoon, saying, hey, it's going to be a full moon. We're going to be howling, right?
Yeah.
Well, needless to say, by about 7:30, 8 o'clock, I had half of them going.
Okay, good.
And I did. And I was telling them, you know what I was telling them? So picture this. I told them that if they want the market to go up, they have to howl.
Okay, good. so that must be pretty loud on the island.
You had all these people that never howled in their life, right? Oh, they were howling. Because I said, hey, we want the market up, you just start howling, man.
Yeah.
Isn't that sick?
Yeah. You know, it was actually kind of, you know, you hate to see a market decline like this, at least what we experienced last week, you know, because so many folks, when you start taking a look at their 401ks, you know, they're just totally,
it's heavy business, right?
You know, there's typically no stock, unless they're self-managed, you know, 401ks or IRAs. But if they're not self-managed, most of them, there's no stop anywhere in place. You know, and so you get some kind of decimation. That's why there's so much fear out there. But what's kind of cool for us as you know, at least for myself, okay, you know, as far as Tom and what he has taught me over the years, and when you took a look at just simply the Dow, you know, what it did was it did this 1 to 2, A to B equals CD.
Right.
And you can see, you know, what he teaches in both books, you know, that you've got out there, how it's an immediate change
of trend,
you know, and you can see how, you know, that 1 to 2 came out at 10,728, and you can see how, you know, the Dow stopped dead in its tracks, right there, So really cool, you know, to be able to put all that together, and you know, even if you've got the fear, you know, of what's going on, at least if you know, if you had the tools, if you bought the book, if you understood what you typically would be looking at. Not that it can't go beyond that, folks.
Yeah.
But your odds, you know, they're so high when you get to that
That's what they do. And exactly. And what happens, and that's both ways, folks, whether it's up or down.
Yeah.
And of course, when it's up, people are giggly and they think the market's going to go up forever. When it's down, they think that, you know, it's going to be the end of the world. And, you know, bottom line is that having a game plan in place is the number. And that's why you have to do it before the fact. You have to understand before the fact and speculate before the fact, okay, what is happening here? It doesn't mean it will happen, but if you're prepared for it, both ways, it makes a whole different number. And it's just like us getting prepared now, where is this bounce going to go to? Okay? And what happens, folks, is that it's neat because you're going to be aware of the certain numbers as it's going up, in this case, right? And we're going to say, okay, what is the divergence? And you know, it's going to be keying off this NDX 100.
Right.
And what is interesting is that, you know, technology is running the deal here. You see, this morning what we had is that Google is basically buying Motorola Mobi, and it's a big number. You know, and they're smart what they're doing, because I suspect, you know, what you have there is, and Dave was talking about it a little bit earlier, you have the patent issue.
Yeah.
And that's cool. But what you also have, and I think this is the big mover on this deal, is that they're going to make other mobile set hardware people much more competitive, because they'll throw everything. And if you remember, folks, Motorola had the best cell phones, period. When they came out, I had one of those big ones.
Remember the big gray brick?
I had a big
strap that onto your leg. Forget your belt.
Listen to this. This is unbelievable. And you know, so picture this, folks. This is absolutely wild. Okay, so my son works with us, has worked with us, you know, for years and years.
Right.
But the bottom line is that one of the first cell phones, right, I was actually, I had a business that was, you know, the bankrupt bonds and all that, okay, that I could actually, all I needed was really a phone. I needed a phone to make deals. So what ends up happening, and I forgot whether it was Tommy or Caitlin, what one happened, but, you know, at that point they were about 10 years old. Now they're 30, okay? And we're down the beach, right?
Yeah.
We're down the beach, and I just got the phone.
Oh, no.
Now, picture this, folks. When they first got these phones, right, they had locks on them. But what they did is that if you didn't already put your password in, you couldn't unlock it. I just got the phone, we're down the beach, and I forget which one of them was playing with the phone, and all of a sudden I looked over, and that was it. I was into the phone. I had to go get another one. It was like $1,600 in 1980.
No, absolutely.
It was crazy.
Absolutely.
But you know, it was amazing. It was amazing that you could actually do business. You know, the thing was this big.
It was a huge brick.
Now, what's interesting is that I suspect what you're going to have is that they'll make that phone incredible, meaning they'll throw everything that the Android can actually do, and that'll make the other HTC, they'll do it. I got a HTC. I love the HTC phone. But, you know, they'll keep making those phones better.
Yeah.
You know, so it's going to be wild. And, of course, all those Motorola folks, you got a great premium out of that, folks. No doubt about it.
Oh, boy, they did, huh? And that's a nice way to wake up in the morning.
Well,
you went to sleep, it was $23 or $29, whatever it was, and then you wake up and it's 40.
That's right, $40. And in particular, what's really nice about it is that people have owned Motorola, and they spun this one off forever. And now they finally got something out of it. You know, Motorola's up $13, trading out at $38.43 right now.
And now, was there anything in that chart that we should have seen beforehand?
Well, there was.
You know, was there something that we missed that we weren't looking at? Was it that big?
And if you want to see it, that's right, folks.
That big breakout that it had?
What you had is this. So check it out. You know, July 21st, someone knew something. Stock goes from $22 to $27.70. Huge volume, wide price spread. And now watch this. This is how sick it is, folks. It goes up to 23 to 27 with 25 million shares.
Yeah.
And then it pulls back to 20 with 3 million shares.
Yeah, really beautiful setup.
I mean, insane. Absolutely. And then, of course, it just opens up and takes off beyond belief.
Yeah.
You know? So look at this. We get some juice under this market here today, folks. And, you know, what's going to get, what we didn't have on Friday is you didn't have a strong close on Friday.
Right.
You know,
right.
And I was really saying, hey, more than likely you'd get a strong close. The reason being is that people shot over the weekend. But now what you're going to have, they're going to get blown out of the water today, because this is a pretty heavy acceleration, folks. You know, coming into it right now.
Yeah. Well, you know, you kind of see it the way that the futures were trading overnight, and it didn't open up big or anything like that. You know?
Right. That's
but just kept creeping up, and you had the Hang Seng, right?
Yes.
I mean, that was up. I don't know where it closed. I didn't check to see where it closed. The 600 points or so.
Yeah, it was up
early
good.
in the morning.
Yeah, the Hang Seng up 3.5%, $640.
Yeah,
and a good acceleration up, no doubt. You know. Hey, so we had the PGA.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh my goodness, what a golf tournament.
You know what I thought was great? I was saying to Angie, right? And if you remember, you know, when Tiger, you know, had his downfall, it's almost 3 years ago now, right?
It has been a couple years.
You know, at the very beginning of that, I wasn't watching golf as much because I just loved him so much. Was watching it, right?
Sure.
And now what has happened, which is really cool, there's so many young people. I love watching it. And so that's good for golf. I mean, because I think that, you know, keep seeing this. You say, man, this is amazing how many good people there are.
Well, and you got a rookie, his first major tournament that he played in. You know, ends up walking away with the win.
Right, and he kept coming back.
That's a heck of a story.
It is.
Well, it is. You know, I mean, like when you heard him give his interviews afterwards or anything that you might have read
I missed that one,
you know, he never gave up, you know, even you know, with the triple bogey coming in.
Yes.
And those holes, you know, 259-yard par 3.
Yeah, right.
With water all the way down,
all
you know,
over
little
the place.
postage stamp.
All over the place.
But, you know, one of the best shots out there was the guy that he beat, Jason Duffner.
Yes.
He had played the entire weekend without hitting the ball into the water on the last 4 holes, which is, I don't know if anybody else in the field had done that. Now, as soon as they flashed the stat up on the screen,
that's
you know, I was like, okay, that's a kiss of death. That's like David was talking about, you know, when he has, you know, a nice streak of wins, he doesn't even want to talk about it, doesn't want to think about it, because it's kind of like the jinx, if you will.
Yeah.
And sure enough, boom, he hits the ball and you know, lands in the water. But what was the great shot was that he sunk a putt for bogey.
Yes.
You know, had he not sunk that putt, who knows, you know, how that would have played out for the following 3 holes. But, you know, he ended up staying in the playoff. But that was a heck of a, you know, putt, even though he lost the tournament.
Oh, yeah, no, absolutely.
You know, and you get into that stage, folks, especially, you know, he was ahead by 4 when he teed off on that.
Right.
And you start, you know, you've always got to stay present. You can't be thinking ahead.
No.
You know, and you can't be really thinking about the past. It's so important.
Yesterday's gone, tomorrow's not here. What are you doing right now?
Absolutely. I mean, you so much have to stay present in the moment. And even, you know, one of the things that I've learned so much from golf is, like, I've prepared for shots, thought that I had the mental, you know, and hit a shot and was like, what was that? You know?
Yeah, totally.
But what I learned from that was that my thought process was, that's where I'm supposed to be.
Okay.
Okay? And many times from that's where I was supposed to be, I've hit unbelievable shots the next time.
Oh, cool.
Because just that focus that, you know, I'm not going to give up. Okay? And I'm not going to get down on myself.
Yeah.
But the way that you approach that next shot, and it's the same thing you've got to do in your trading.
Totally.
You know, and got to stay present.
That's a great point.
Got to stay present.
You stay right there, folks. This is Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. Don't forget, folks, if you are listening to us only on audio, you can go to Tiger TV Channel 1. We get the Dow up 158, Nasdaq's up 32, S&Ps are up 18, gold's up $1.30, silver's up 32 cents, bonds are down 15, dollar's off 78 cents. We're going to be right back.
X-Story Gold Mines, an NYSE Amex-listed company trading under the symbol XG, is slated to be the newest gold-silver producer in Argentina. X-Story is forecast to produce more than $250 million in bullion annually, beginning in 2013, at a cash cost of less than $200 for each ounce of gold produced. That forecast will make X-Story one of the highest margin operators in South America and a sector leader in the mining industry. X-Story has $50 million in its treasury, having spent over $60 million to date on drilling and engineering. The ultimate size of its Argentina discovery could be determined by year-end, as results from the 6 drills operating at the site are fully assessed. To find out more about X-Story Gold Mines and their exciting growth potential, click on their banner on the front page of TFNN.com or check them out on the NYSE Amex under the symbol XG. TFNN is proud to bring you the cutting edge of newsletters. Ken Shreve's Ultimate Growth Stocks.
Ken is a top-down investor who lets price and volume in the major stock indices tell him when to be in the market and when to be out. By using his unique blend of fundamental and technical analysis, Ken will protect your hard-earned capital while realizing breakout gains. Go to TFNN.com today. Click Investments and Newsletters and get Ken Shreve's Ultimate Growth Stocks free for 2 weeks.
Is the fast-moving investment world challenging the way you think about managing risk and return? You don't have to go it alone. Directions Alternative Strategy Funds feature built-in tactical management to help you find clarity for the path ahead. Direction Funds, I'm with X. To learn more about Directions Alternative Strategy Funds, please visit TFNN.com and click on the Direction Funds banner or call 877-434-9363. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction Funds carefully before investing. The prospectus contains this and other information about Direction Funds. The prospectus should be read carefully before investing. To obtain a prospectus, go to directionfunds.com. Investing in index funds may be more volatile than investing in broadly diversified funds. The use of leverage by a mutual fund increases the risk to the fund. The more a fund invests in leverage instruments, the more leverage will magnify gains or losses on those investments. Distributed by Rafferty Capital Markets, LLC.
Are you looking for some extra cash to help pay off some of your bills? Let Tiger Metal Exchange convert your unwanted jewelry to cash. We pay out 80% of the market price for gold. Our payouts are the highest in the industry, more than double our largest competitors. And we've created the safest, easiest, and most straightforward process for converting your jewelry to cash. Log on to TigerMetalExchange.com and get your free scale, your free eye loop, and get the cash you deserve now. We provide a free online calculator that converts your jewelry to cash at up-to-the-minute spot prices. We insure your items for up to $75,000 per shipment free of charge. We videotape the entire valuation process so that you can view it online. You can call us toll-free at 866-618-8888 or log on to TigerMetalExchange.com. Let Tiger Metal Exchange put more cash in your pocket without ever leaving the comfort of your home. Join the list of thousands of satisfied customers and go to TigerMetalExchange.com. It's the only click you need to make.
TFNN introduces Tiger TV. Tiger TV brings you video content to help you succeed in the financial markets and beyond. Investors and traders can get in-depth information, news, commentary, and education for investing and trading equities, options, commodities, forex, futures, and more. Just go to TFNN.com and click Tiger TV and select your favorite channel from the carousel on the left. Grab a popcorn and get ready for Tiger TV, a great new service from TFNN.com. This segment is brought to you by Great Panther Silver. For more information, just click the Great Panther Silver banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Grab your popcorn, folks, and get ready for our man, Mr. Steve Rhodes, folks, because next Wednesday.
This Wednesday.
Man, time's flying.
Exactly.
This Wednesday.
Yeah.
This Wednesday, Steve's going to be doing a workshop, 6:30 to 7, right?
6:30 to 7. Folks just need to go over to the front page, and you'll see under breaking news, you'll see understanding probability. And it's just a 30-minute webinar, but in 30 minutes I'll give you so much information. And, we'll be talking about really the position size. It'll be one of the key things that we focus on, which is so important.
Sweet.
It doesn't matter whether you're trading currencies, ETF stocks, whatever it is you're trading. You really have to understand the position size aspect of it. So we'll focus on that, and there'll be other nice tidbits of information. It'll be really worth your time if you've got the chance. So just go over to the front page, TFNN, sign up, and I'll see you at 6:30.
And it's free, folks.
Yeah, it's free.
It's free. Let's go to Dan in Palm Harbor. Hey, Dan, what's going on?
Thanks for taking my call. Sure. I wanted to get your opinion on JDS Uniphase.
JDS Uniphase.
Are you in it, Dan?
No, I'm planning to get in it.
Okay.
Okay, so let's take a look at it. This is a communication test measurement solution company. The low's $9, the high's $29. And, we happen to already own it, Dan. This little baby, you're coming out with numbers tomorrow, too. This baby's on its way to 1553 right now. That's what it looks to me.
Uh-huh. And they're reporting tomorrow, you say?
They are.
Would that be after the market closes?
Actually, Wednesday after the close, yeah.
Oh, Wednesday?
Yes.
They report Wednesday after the close?
That's correct.
Yeah. And there's no analysis as to how they'll do, right? I mean, nobody has any information on it.
Well, the CEO and the CFO have, but they're not going to release that until the conference call.
So you're looking for something fundamental. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Yeah. I'm sure there's plenty of it out there. You know, just go hunt it. Yeah.
So you figure about 1553?
That's who wants to trade. That's right.
Yeah. Okay, I appreciate your information.
Okay, man. Have a great one. Have a safe one.
Thanks.
Let's go to Mike in New York. Hey, Mike, what's going on?
Hey, how you guys doing?
We're doing great. Thanks for calling. Thanks for holding, man.
Just calling to give you guys praise. I've been listening to you guys for a long time now. A few years back, actually back in 09, in the March lows, I was trading the market and took a huge loss. Was very excited, put a lot of money into the markets, and my knowledge just wasn't there. And took a big loss, and I was a little discouraged. I started listening to you guys on AM out here in New York, and I listened to you guys religiously. And you know, I've tried a lot of different trading venues, and you guys so far are definitely the best.
Well, we appreciate that feedback, man.
Yeah, no, it's been great, and let me tell you, tell you some funny stories. I pretty much download. I don't have time. I have a security business that, fortunately, I've been pretty busy and doing okay.
Okay.
And I've never been so excited about trading, you know, before until now. And I pretty much listen to you guys all day long in between calls. I have my laptop running, and I play the audio over my car, and my employees are being educated just as much as I am.
Oh, that's great.
As a matter of fact, it's an ongoing joke that I'm listening to you guys pretty much all the time. I even kind of imitate you, Tom, with the market-wise, the way you say it with your Boston accent. Pretty much like I be my employees yelling at it all day long.
That's great.
So it's been great. I'm really excited. I subscribe to your newsletter. And I actually was talking with a guy from FINRA who I met over the weekend. I was at a picnic, and you know, I was excited. He mentioned he was in the market, so I got excited to talk to him. And he was saying how you know, he trades stocks, but it's hard. He can't, you know, he loses money, and this guy's been in the business for a long time. So I asked him, first person I asked him, just to see where his knowledge is, you know, how do you trade? Do you trade technicals, fundamentals, and of course,
right.
He had no clue of it. So I say to him, I said, you need to learn. I said, you need to go to I have a website that's perfect. And I was telling him that the markets were going to be up next week because I'm so confident in what you guys say. And so he says to me, he says, no way. He says, I don't think so. And he's on a trading floor. He's a regulator. I mean,
yes.
Young guy, you know, you figure these guys have the knowledge, you know, but he was pretty much, I say he's pretty much clueless. So, you know, I'm going to give him a call towards the end of the week, but we'll see how the market goes.
Right.
But I'm telling you, I'm praising you guys. I talk about it, you know, just about everybody I meet. I talk to everybody. I let them know about your website, and it's just been great. So,
well, Mike, get him to sign up for my free webinar. I'll teach him stuff that he should know that he doesn't know.
Yeah, actually, I'm going to sign up for that. I was just I just did the webinar. I believe it was last week, 2 weeks ago. And I did that. I ordered the book, so I'm going to wait on the book. And you know, I'm constantly reading and educating. I'm very, really determined to be a master trader.
That's great.
And it's all day long. I got my wife sick of it. I got.
Oh my God.
I got my son. He's learning. He's 5 years old. He's learning.
That's perfect. Hey, now, Mike, this is what you got to do, right? Every score you make, right? You're going to get your wife, your son, get them out, have a good time, right? And when you make the big score, then put that bread aside for your son's education, man. Because you'll make even more, man. Trust me on this, okay? You pull it out, you put it aside, and you make even more. It's wild. You know why? Because you're looking out for someone else. I'm telling you, if you trade and you're looking out for someone else, bang, big money.
No, I've been doing that. I actually already started that. You know, I've been pretty successful in my other business.
Cool, man. Thanks so much.
Setups in equity as well as the option market. Come over to TFNN.com and test drive my daily newsletter, Market Insights, for 2 weeks absolutely free. Each trade setup comes with a profit projection as well as stop placement. Included in Market Insights is a Twitter alert service. This allows you to take advantage of intraday setups. Volatility is back in the markets. What does that mean to you? To me, it spells short-term opportunity each and every day. The days of trending up on lighter volume are gone. We have come off the highs with volume across the globe. Don't get caught in a complacency trap. Many of the indices have given back 2 months of trading in 1 week. We have a trader's market. You can take advantage of this trader's market by test driving my daily newsletter, Market Insights, free for 2 weeks. Market Insights will give you the edge you're looking for in the markets. Go to TFNN.com, under newsletter, hit the Market Insight tab for your 2-week free test drive right here, right now.
Win free silver all summer long during our Great Panther Silver Summer Silver Giveaway.
We have Earl Bush on the line, the winner of today's Great Panther Silver Summer Silver Giveaway from Palm Harbor. Earl Bush, how are you?
Hi, how you doing?
Oh, I'm doing great. So your day, I assume, is made now that you've heard that you've won a great silver coin?
Oh, yeah. Probably the best trade I've made all week.
All right. Well, that's great. You've been a listener to TFNN. You're familiar with TFNN.com and Tom O'Brien, all that good stuff?
Oh, absolutely. I'm a dinner, and I'm into this every day.
Starting Tuesday, June 21st through Labor Day, TFNN will hold a drawing once a day, 5 days a week, business days only. One lucky entrant will receive one of these beautiful coins. Winning one of these extraordinary coins could not be easier. There's no contest and no gimmicks. Go to the front page of TFNN.com for more information. Win free silver all summer long during our Great Panther Silver Summer Silver Giveaway.
What type of investor are you? Conservative, moderate, or aggressive? No matter your investor personality, your overall portfolio should reflect your financial goals, time horizon, and your risk tolerance. Help ensure your portfolio is appropriately invested with an asset allocation plan from Morgan Stanley Smith Barney. Simply picking the right stocks is not enough. Research has shown that choosing the right proportion of stocks, bonds, and cash is essential to the success of your long-term investments. Morgan Stanley Smith Barney believes a carefully selected portfolio can lower your volatility and increase investment return potential. Find out about what asset allocation and a Morgan Stanley Smith Barney financial advisor can do for you. Call Angelo O'Brien, financial advisor and certified financial planner of the Clearwater, Florida branch at 727-441-6108 today to discuss your personal financial needs. Asset allocation does not assure a profit or protect against loss in declining financial markets. Investments and services are offered through Morgan Stanley Smith Barney, LLC. Member SIPC.
Tom O'Brien's weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, gives traders, investors, and money managers a thorough strategy for trading in the gold market. If you're an investor in gold or any of the gold mining equities, this newsletter is an essential tool that can help you become a better trader in the gold market. The Gold Report comes out every Monday with complete coverage of the entire gold market, including the XAU, HUI, the dollar, the bond, the rand, as well as more than 35 different mining equities. For the low price of $150, you will receive 13 weeks of the Gold Report, or you can order up to a full year for under $500. If you'd like to find out more about the Gold Report, log on to TFNN.com, or for more information, call our office at 877-518-9190. That's 877-518-9190.
This segment is brought to you by Great Panther Silver. For more information, just click the Great Panther Silver banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. We get Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. We have the Dow right now up 158, Nasdaq's up 35, S&Ps are up 19. You got gold flat. And dollar's down 84 ticks, and the euro's got some juice, doesn't it?
It does. And you know, I was taking a look at the euro because I spent some time over the weekend. Still not enough time, but I wanted to really try to get my head wrapped around all the currencies and what we're doing here, because right now we're taking a look for the market to move up.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Through some period of time,
That's
some type of bounce. Now, what's occurred in the past is we've had a weaker dollar.
Right.
Okay, so we got a weaker dollar. That has been, the correlation that has moved the market higher.
That's right.
We know at some point in time that correlation will disconnect, but probably not for a while.
That's right.
So, and then the other side of it is that if we've got a weaker dollar, typically we also have a stronger yen. And if we have a stronger yen, with the yen being at or near its lows, if you will,
right.
And with Japan being so important, much more important than Europe is.
Right.
To us from a technology standpoint,
yes.
And everything else. It's just trying to get my head wrapped around, those correlations.
Right.
Because what Japan needs, is for a weaker dollar.
Yes.
I mean, stronger U.S. dollar, weaker, Japanese yen.
That's right. That's right.
Okay.
That's right.
And so, and for us, then that correlation, stronger dollar, weaker U.S. market.
And it's wild, folks, right now, as Steve's speaking. So there's a trend line that's coming off the 146.97 and the euro, and we're at 144. But what's happening is that it's breaking it, and it has wide price spread. So you know, that's a sign of conviction. Now, what's going to be wild is that can it make it into the initial downdraft, which was May 5th, and that was a vicious downdraft.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
And these are the things you do want to correlate and put together. You know, because what should happen, if in fact this is a bounce and it'll flip around the other side, what we'll see is that we'll see the euro get up into that May 5th area, where it shouldn't, but it will, right? And that's where it will fail. So we'll go higher than most folks think. The dollar coming down the other side. Let's just look at the dollar for a second. So we get the dollar DX, this is, okay, where is she? So we are at 73.93, DXU1.
And you're talking about trend lines, and I know last week I was showing you my trend line that I've got on the dollar index, which goes all the way back to June 2010.
Yes.
And if you draw that, what you can see is each time the dollar has been hitting that bottom, that trend line, you know, it's typically act as it's act as a little bit of a boomerang.
And what's happening here, folks, is that the dollar is going to need more contracts than we have right now. It's only 11,000 contracts.
Yeah.
You're going into 56,000 contracts. You're going into 40,000 contracts. So for a break with conviction, it's going to need a lot more. And these are the things that you can glean huge amounts of information out. Because, see, what you can have is this. The dollar can break.
Right.
But if it breaks with lighter volume, well, so what? Okay, because all that means is that, yeah, it will go after the lows, which is 73.58. It could even go after that 73.25.
Yeah.
At 32, which was the last one out there in May.
Right.
And what that would be coming back into the breakout area with lighter volume.
Yeah.
And then you flip around the other side once again.
And overnight, I was listening to some Asia Squawk Box. I don't remember what time it was, in the morning or what have you. But now what the folks, what the people in the press, it seems like in Japan, are pushing is that Japan will be okay on their in their economy just through internal growth. That's what they're pushing. That their own consumers, which Japan's not a huge consumer marketplace. I mean, more so export marketplace, and so that's really what they're trying to push right now, which they have to, because we're in this real currency war quandary. And how does it all play out?
Now, what gets interesting, folks, is that, do you remember, and I'm sure you do, because I know how much you have your favorite rock in Maui.
Yeah, absolutely.
In Hawaii.
Absolutely.
And depending on, where you've been in the world, folks, is that in Hawaii, I remember very well, the Japanese would come in.
Yeah.
And they would buy.
They were buying everything.
And hand over fist. I mean, the women shopping. We think our wives shop. The women shopping. I've never seen anything like it in my life.
Absolutely.
I mean, you stay right there, folks. We're gonna do some shopping until we're dropping as soon as we come back. We have the Dow up 163, Nasdaq up 35, S&Ps are up 18. We're gonna be right back.
TFNN is proud to bring you the cutting edge of newsletters. Ken Shreve's Ultimate Growth Stocks. Ken is a top-down investor who lets price and volume in the major stock indices tell him when to be in the markets and when to be out. By using his unique blend of fundamental and technical analysis, Ken will protect your hard-earned capital while realizing breakout gains. Go to TFNN.com today. Click Investments and Newsletters and get Ken Shreve's Ultimate Growth Stocks free for 2 weeks.
Studies show that 10,000 hours is what it takes to achieve outstanding results, unless you use the power of leverage. The power of leverage, folks, is key to attaining outstanding success in your trading and investing. I'm Steve Rhodes, co-host of The Money Masters with Tom O'Brien, seen daily at TFNN.com, and author of Mastering Probability, a daily trading and investment newsletter. Let me take your trading to a new level, a whole new level. Let me teach you the secrets that the real money masters use each and every day to produce consistent financial results. On top of that, I'll transform your life in ways you never thought imaginable. You'll overcome hurdles like an Olympian. Here's the beauty. I'm so certain that I'll transform your life. I'm giving you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Time, folks, something you'll never get back. The time is now to take action. Go to the homepage of TFNN.com and order Mastering Probability. It'll change your life forever. At Tiger Metal Exchange, we pay you more for converting your jewelry to cash.
Let's go to Brian in New Jersey. Hey, Brian, what's going on?
Hey, Tom, just want to let you know I did give you some jewelry. My jeweler offered me about $650. I should get a check in the mail tomorrow for about $1,200.
At Tiger Metal Exchange, it's all about honesty when converting your jewelry to cash.
Okay, let's go to Paul in Florida first. Hey, Paul, what's going on?
I want to commend you on the Tiger Metal Exchange. I just did a deal with you guys the other day.
Oh, good.
And very happy.
Well, I appreciate it. Now, did you sell us jewelry or did you buy coins off us?
Yeah, I sold you jewelry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
What we weighted at was less than you guys said, so, you know, you're totally honest.
At Tiger Metal Exchange, we give you the tools to value your gold, and it's absolutely free. Call 866-618-8888 or log on to TigerMetalExchange.com. We've created the easiest, safest, and most honest cash for gold process. Tiger Metal Exchange. It's the only call you need to make.
TFNN introduces Tiger TV. Tiger TV brings you video content to help you succeed in the financial markets and beyond. Investors and traders can get in-depth information, news, commentary, and education for investing and trading equities, options, commodities, forex, futures, and more. Just go to TFNN.com and click Tiger TV and select your favorite channel from the carousel on the left. Grab a popcorn and get ready for Tiger TV, a great new service from TFNN.com. This segment is brought to you by Crocodile Gold. For more information, just click the Crocodile Gold banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. And folks, don't forget, if you do enjoy the programming at TFNN, please tell 3 people. That's how we grow, and we really do appreciate that you're doing an outstanding job out there because we are growing. And, you know, the more we grow, the more programming we can get you. That's what it comes down to.
Absolutely.
And right after us, coming up next, we're going to have our man, Mr. Basil Chapman. He's going to be coming with you live from Newton, Massachusetts. And then we're going to go all the way to Singapore. And our man, Larry Pizzavetto, is going to come to you live. And, of course, that's going to be, it's going to be midnight his time, but he's up waiting. He texted me this morning at 5:30 this morning. I knew, as soon as I come in, I had said to Angie, I says, that's Larry, man. I can tell by that text coming in. And sure enough it was, saying, hey, here's my number. Don't forget me.
Yeah.
Of course, we're never, that ain't even close.
So, you know, before the break, we were just talking about Japan or what have you.
Yes.
You know, and I spend a lot of time over in Hawaii. And I remember back in those days, you know, and the Japanese love to play golf.
Right.
And the golf courses over there, one, they're extremely expensive,
right?
And many times they're very difficult to get on and play. There's some public courses, right? And I would always meet people over in Hawaii,
right?
And it was much cheaper for them, you know, to pay for a vacation, to give their wives, you know, money to shop, like you were talking ahead of time, and to play golf, than what they could do back.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yes, I mean, and the golf courses in Hawaii weren't cheap. You know, you could pay $100, $150 a round easily. You know, for a game of golf,
right?
And they would just simply love coming over there.
Yeah.
And you know, and I've spent a bunch of time in Japan as well. I love it. I really love it over there.
Yes.
Actually, one of my favorite cities. I meant to do this over the weekend.
Okay.
One of my favorite cities is Kyoto. In Kyoto, what they have is just a huge number of Japanese temples.
Okay.
And one of the temples there, it's made out of gold, or at least the top 2 floors.
Yes.
I mean, I wanted to go and see how much gold. When gold, you know, got up to its highs I wanted to see what was that. That building actually burned down at one time. The temple burned down. They went back. They rebuilt it. But I wanted to see if there was anywhere that said how many ounces of gold, you know, was a part of that temple.
Now, did you know Tommy went to school over there in Kyoto?
No.
So check this out. This is a small world, folks. When he was in school, he took Japanese, so he went over there for 6 weeks. Now, this is a crazy story, folks. Okay. So you get a picture, you're bringing up a young man, young woman, right? Yeah. You know, they're doing great. He's taking Japanese, they're doing great. He says, okay, they're going to go to Kyoto for 6 weeks and they're going to study. So I said to him, first off, I gave him some golf balls, right? He's looking at me like, you're out of your mind. I said, I'm telling you, man, we're going to give you golf balls, and they're staying with the family. Right. Well, bottom line, he stays with the family. Sure enough, the father was elated to have the golf balls. But check this out. So picture, this time he's 12 years old. Maybe 14. No, 12. Yeah. I forget what he is. 12 or 14.
Yeah.
He comes home. First he calls me. I says, how's everything going? How's everything going? I said, oh, he's going great. It's going great. So you picture this. He says, he says, I said, what are you doing? He says, the father brought me to a pachinko parlor, and I'm here gambling. I'm gambling. So check it out, folks, okay? You get a picture of it. Bright child anyway. But bottom line, going to Japan, he's going to class.
Pachinko.
But he their work ethic is unbelievable because when they had to do, he had to get up, and then they ride a bike for 3 miles or something. Then they jumped on a train and went to school and then came all the way back. Yeah. But playing pachinko. Yeah. So it's needless to say, folks, it's in the genes. It really is.
Playing that game, you go through go past those pachinko parlors. What did he?
What what happened is that there was someone in the place, right? Yeah. That took him under his wing. Yeah. And, wild, though. Isn't that crazy?
That place is as loud as anything I've ever heard.
Is it?
Yeah, because I think it's all these steel ball bearings or what have you that are running through the machine. I mean, loud as can be.
You go out the back and get your gift, right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
what they do, folks.
That's right. Because gambling's illegal.
Yeah, gambling. But then you go out the back and get the gift. Yeah. That is wild, man. Yeah, absolutely. And it's
and really structured. I mean, the work, because I had a business over there.
Okay.
And I had a partner and. Their work ethic. I mean, I know we work hard, but there, a lot of the employees, they're traveling an hour or two by train to get to work, and are getting there early, and then after work, they're going out with each other. They're going to, a bar, or restaurant, or what have you. Then going back home. And it's really, really heavy duty.
I like our quality of life a little bit better.
Totally.
That's the one thing I think that we all got to get straightened out, folks. You can work so much, but the reality is that you have to have a life too. Yeah. Especially if you want to stay around for a while.
Yeah, for sure.
Pretty wild. Market-wise out here, folks. Bottom line is that it has some acceleration up. Now let's just take a look at the NDX 100 is the baby that you really want to keep your eye on, and this is going to get interesting because we're at 23 million on the Qs right now, and you can't expect we're not going to get a couple 100 million, but
we are above that March 16 swing now.
Yeah, big time.
Which now once you're above it, it should act as support.
Yeah, that's right. And it's going to be a big number, and the NDX 100. Once it got inside that range, you can be prepared for some surprises. And the surprise, folks, because of the amount of the downdraft at this point will be fast accelerations up, and then it will lose it. My larger take is that it's going to lose it and we're coming back down, but in between this, there's a lot of bread that can be made because the price ranges are so large. They're absolutely so large.
Yeah, and look, we don't have to. It's not like we necessarily have to make a retracement 618, 786, whatever the move is that's up, and then all of a sudden give it up and come down. Right. Because look at the trading range. We thought we had a big look. If we went back 8 or 9 days ago, we thought we had a huge trading range.
Right.
What do we got now?
Now we got
huge.
Yeah.
I mean, it's twice the size of a trading range that we had before.
Right.
So you can play this thing. You can't play this thing by sitting there and have a buy and hold strategy.
No.
You won't be able to. Or if you do, take some of your funds and go ahead and keep them in buy and hold, but go ahead and take another portion of your portfolio and move it into a trading range portfolio.
Now, if we look at Bank of America, so Bank of America, folks, my take is it's broke, okay? Now, what they just did is that they just sold their credit card business, the international credit card business, the TD.
TD
well, it is
TD Bank.
TD Bank, okay? And let's see. Well, actually, TD is going to pay 7 points. TD is so strong. It's a Toronto Dominion Bank. It's huge. Bottom line, though, folks, what you have is that Bank of America needs money hand over fist. You're not reading that inside that tape, but the bottom line is that they do. Yeah. And, it's not going to stop with BAC. There's big problems out there. This is Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. We have the Dow right now up on 148. Nasdaq's up 30. S&Ps are up 16. Gold is flat. Silver's up 36. You got oil up $1.60. Bonds are off 8. Oh, we'll talk about bonds when we come back.
Okay, absolutely.
Great Basin Gold is a mining company engaged in the exploration and development of 2 emerging gold properties in Nevada and South Africa with a total resource base of more than 23 million gold ounces. Great Basin's Burnstone mine in South Africa opened in February of this year with a resource of 20 million gold ounces, becoming the first mine to open in the historic Witwatersrand Basin in the last 30 years. The Burnstone mine is projected to have a 25-year mine life and is fully financed with production anticipated to be over 250,000 ounces per year at a cash cost of only $450 per ounce. The Hollister mine in Nevada became fully integrated in the 4th quarter of 2010 with annual production estimates of 110,000 ounces of gold per year over the 8-year mine life at a cash cost of only $527 per ounce. Great Basin Gold is cash flow positive and trades on the Toronto and New York stock exchanges under the symbol GBG.
For some extra cash to help pay off some of your bills? Let Tiger Metal Exchange convert your unwanted jewelry to cash. We pay out 80% of the market price for gold. Our payouts are the highest in the industry, more than double our largest competitors. And we've created the safest, easiest, and most straightforward process for converting your jewelry to cash. Log on to TigerMetalExchange.com and get your free scale, your free eye loop, and get the cash you deserve now. We provide a free online calculator that converts your jewelry to cash at up-to-the-minute spot prices. We insure your items for up to $75,000 per shipment free of charge. We videotape the entire valuation process so that you can view it online. You can call us toll-free at 866-618-8888 or log on to TigerMetalExchange.com. Let Tiger Metal Exchange put more cash in your pocket without ever leaving the comfort of your home. Join the list of thousands of satisfied customers and go to TigerMetalExchange.com. It's the only click you need to make.
Would you like to discover the next great tech stock? David White, TFNN's technology guru, has just launched his new newsletter, The Technology Insider. In his newsletter, David will be looking for those shining stars that may turn into the next Apple, Microsoft, or Cisco. David combines his technology background as a software programmer with his market skills as a successful professional trader to give you this unique newsletter. We're on the verge of the next great tech run. With the Technology Insider, you'll be in front of the run-up and not lagging behind. David is developing a long-term investment portfolio, therefore we're only offering the Technology Insider as an annual subscription with a remarkable price of only $395. That's right, for a little over $1 a day, you'll receive the fundamental technology wisdom and technical trading skills of the Technology Insider David White. What are you waiting for? Go to the front of TFNN.com, click on the link on the front page, sign up for your 2-week free trial, and become a Technology Insider today.
You've heard Bud Rolfs give his expert technical analysis of the stock market on the radio. Now you can have his superior trading advice and his best stock picks delivered right to your desktop every week with his newsletter, The Torch. Using his own trademarked Warpath trading system, Bud will help you to increase your odds of making and saving money in the markets with powerful stock selection, stock analysis, and trading plan strategies. Published every Monday morning, each issue of The Torch features full-color charts in an easy-to-follow format. You will also receive not only the big picture of what's going on in the major markets and critical sectors, but also featured stock picks with complete trading plans and technical setups, as well as the Subscribers Corner, where Bud analyzes stocks submitted by subscribers. Visit TFNN.com today and receive your 2-week free trial of The Torch. That's a $75 value. Sign up now and make sure you receive all the great market analysis and winning trade ideas in every action-packed issue of The Torch from Bud Rolfs.
Hi folks, this is Tom O'Brien. My new book, The Art of Time in the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, is for sale at Amazon.com for only $18.40.
Welcome back, folks. And, we'll be just talking about, the yen. We're talking about Japan. But Steve just brought something up. You're talking about all the different...
the temples?
The temples, right?
Yeah.
So... the story, this is really cool, folks, okay? Because I think it's, you're just telling me about, you go in and focus. So
there's, look, I've always believed that you can manifest into your life that you want, that, that our minds are so strong. And, and even your stories, but the energy in our minds are so strong. And so, and what continues to prove the point, I used to travel over to Japan a lot, and what I really enjoyed was going to all the different temples that were in Kyoto and elsewhere across Japan. But there are temples there that would be kind of focused on, on a specific area. One might be on hearing or seeing or what have you.
Yes.
But and there would be different types of. And you got to understand, I was traveling over there. Didn't necessarily always have an interpreter with me or what have you. And so I kind of had to. And so you would walk up to the temple. You would make a contribution. You would take this little piece of balsa wood out. You would put it in a fire. There'd be signs up there so you could figure out what was going on. But then you would go and you would meditate and you would focus on what it is, whatever it was. You would just simply focus on it. And what was always amazing to me is that whether it was a person or a thing, that I would come back and then later on, within a period of weeks or something like that, whatever it was that I was focused on, unfolded.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah. It's like the golfer, that just won the PGA, never giving up and just, and being present, and really, when you take a look at meditation or focus, it really is being present right then and there, and letting everything else.
And the reason I wanted to tell you that story, folks, is this, is that Steve, myself, or anyone that's younger, when that happens, you don't even know what you're doing. And it doesn't matter. All you know is that it worked.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That, like, you go there, you focus. Now, what you're hearing now, okay, with Steve and I, as we're bringing, we know, organizationally wise, if you stay into it, and folks, we're so powerful, we're more powerful than we even realize.
Yeah.
Just do it, because you can have what you want, and it's wild.
And it works the opposite. So you have to always understand, just like in a market, buyer and a seller. Okay.
Yes.
So there's always the opposite, and that is the negative side. Because if what you are focused on is the negative, which so many folks are, when we're sitting here, we really are giving unconditionally to you folks. I mean, we love doing this. We enjoy doing this. Sometimes people, there's what I call the ant. There's the automatic negative thought, right? And people many times will go there. Like, I'm giving a free workshop, okay? And there's automatic negative thoughts to folks that are listening to that. Okay, what is it they're selling? Okay. Or what have you. That's how you manifest negative things into your life versus positive things into your life. Do I have services? Of course. But, if they're not for you, they're not for you. But that doesn't mean that you're not going to get some unconditional information from me.
And I learned this a long time ago, folks. If you, let's pitch this, because we all have good thoughts and bad thoughts every day. And when I say bad thoughts, just negative type of thoughts.
Yeah.
But what you can do is this. You get a negative thought, so cancel. Bang, wipe it out, man. Because if you don't wipe it out, all you're doing is attacking your own cells, which makes no sense whatsoever. So it's like cancel, and it works.
And for me, because we talk about visualization before, or at some point in time during one of the breaks or what have you, we were talking about the importance of visualization and why we believe that, why Tom believes so much in what it is that he's built here, and now that we've, reached out and created the Tiger TV and Internet TV, just how important the visualization piece of it is. Well, when it comes to the negative thoughts, folks, we'll see what I do. And some people that have attended some of my webinars know that, I've got this picture, and when I visualize myself as an anteater, because, when you've got automatic negative thoughts, you've got to be an anteater.
You got to eat them, right?
Yeah, and there's a certain sign that I use with my hands. There's a hand gesture that I use. Okay. When those negative thoughts come in,
that's awesome.
I'm an anteater.
That's a beautiful thing. That's a beautiful thing.
Absolutely.
Listen, folks, thanks for being here. You stay right here. Our man, Mr. Basil Chapman's coming up next, and then Larry Pesavento, and of course, this afternoon, we get a full lineup for you. This is Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien.
See you tomorrow, folks.
Have a great one. Have a safe one. Thanks so much, folks.
Put the